live. So we are creating live point 2.0. Wait, let chat filter on messages. Okay. So come to the new live, guys. If you can find it. Ah, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, let's wait a few moments. So let's see if people can join. Oh my god. Exit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if people can get to the new live. I don't know what's going on. McLovin, what's up, Big Joe? Hey, McLovin. Yeah, I'm having problems with this stupid YouTube, you know. I don't know why, but it just stopped my previous live, so we're starting all over again now. Yeah, so that's why now the live chat 2.0. Yeah, this technology. Never trust technology. Another life lesson, guys. So yeah, let's wait for the people to come back. Oh, 6 already back. Yay, guys. Don't forget to push the like button on this one. And of course, nobody pushed. McLovin, while I'm watching from my pool. Where are you, McLovin, now? Farron, you live or a silly replay? Farron, this is live. This is Mr. Tank Commander, if you forgot who this guy is. It's the Tank Commander, the one who was from Jacuzzi. You remember, guys? Farron, mashallah, Big Joe, mashallah, I said before. McLovin, Chicago. The biggest export hub for Serbians. They're doing a lot of crime there in your city. Just saying. McLovin, September will be in Angeles. Oh, that's nice. G Fern, and again, I'm in Jacuzzi. You motherfucker. Isn't it too hot now there to be in a jacuzzi? I mean, you're in the middle of the summer, man. In winter, it was appreciated, but now it's the middle of summer. I wouldn't go in this jacuzzi in the middle of the summer. McLovin, lots of Serb truck drivers. True. That's their business. And another business they have is like but not there, but in Florida, renting prestige boats, the speedboats. Yeah, that's another business that they own there. Anyway, I'll be quiet. Not to put anybody in trouble, G Farron, nah, it's just 40 in there. Okay, I believe you. At least, Farron, you have a beer. What are you drinking now? I think you're past Kamenitsa. Huh? Although I miss those 2-liter bottles of Kamenitsa, I must admit. I miss those 2-liter bottles. G Farron, I'm making if big huge pools. So until then, okay. So you're building a pool, I guess. I have beer, yes. What beer? I asked. McLovin, I have a friend that's Serb that rents houses in Siesta, Key, Florida. Okay, yeah. But yeah, you should try their food. I love Serbian food, so that's why I go to Serbia usually for the food and cheap beer. Yeah, but yeah. And you have nice, well, let's call them cookies walking around all the time. Gee, fucking autocorrect. Yeah, you should disable that on your phone. McLovin, Serb potatoes. Okay, if you want to call them that. I forgot. I forgot which was the Croatian city. The Slovenian city of immigrants is. What the fuck was it called? Cleveland. Cleveland is the place for Slovenians. Chicago. Chicago is for Serbs. And for Croatians, they have their own city in America. But I forgot where everybody immigrates, you know. Anyway, McLovin. Yeah, okay. Wait, let me go back to my. Okay. To see the live chat. Because sometimes it freezes here on the mobile phone. I don't know why. Okay. So, McLovin, we have a lot of Slovenians in Chicago. Really? I didn't know. The only Slovenian I know is Luka Doncic. And Melania Trump. Okay, but we don't count her in America, you know. Anyway, difference. Joe, get me 2 Filipinas for my pool jacuzzi, but those with 2 legs only. Why? I will get you a nice lady boy with 3 legs only. Next time we will send Honey Bunny in front of Felice, and you can choose which one you want. But I'm not promising 2 legs, maybe 3 legs. Okay. Honey Bunny, are you doing the StreamYard? No, because last time I was doing it, I had to click like 5 times to see the message, and that's really annoying. Difference, I didn't like the 3rd leg. I would imagine why not. McLovin, I have a few bottles of homemade Slivovitz in the house. McLovin, what's your address? I will take the next plane. Jamie is in the house. Hey, Jamie. What's up, Big Joe? I wanted some of your Medellin videos. I watched some of your Medellin videos the other day. I already am going to Thailand with a few days. In Philippines later this year. Can wait. Okay, in which months do you plan to go there? If you're in the same months, we can meet. G. Ference, Honey Bunny. Yeah, Honey Bunny. Joe Louise promoting violence, Big Joe. I know. But he's Frenchy, he's allowed to. All the Frenchies, they are so violent, you know. But they're only blah, 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 blah. That's the only violence they know. Feren. Oh, so next plane, you know where I am, and you don't come here. Well, you're in the Balkans, man. Yeah, for the moment I don't have anything. Blah 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 blah. My tongue is starting to mix. I don't have anywhere to put my dog for the moment. Yeah. If I can find somewhere, maybe we go to do the Balkan tour in the summer. McLovin, number 1 now. We will have to make some when I move to Angeles. Make some what? Slivoids? Yeah, they don't have this in the Philippines, but in the Philippines you have Ginebra, and yeah, I guess if you mix it with Coca-Cola or with some other juices, it's okay. You know, but just don't drink it on its own. It tastes awful. Yeah, okay. But yeah, as I said, cheapest way to get happy in Philippines is Ginebra with Coke, I would say. But Clovin, hell yes, Slivovic. Yeah, but Slivovic hits you much harder. I will say. I will tell you that, yeah. Cheers. Big Joe. Oh yeah, that's my beer link for anybody who wants to contribute to my beer fund. It's always appreciated. Jimmy's, I haven't booked anything yet. Have to see my company will approve. Okay, probably September or October time frame. Yeah, that's good for me, Jimmy's. McLovin, Sure, we can find fresh plums and make it. McLovin, which plums are we talking about? Okay, maybe you didn't understand. If you didn't, just ask me. G. Ferren, you poo SS. Why? Don't want to drink Slivovitz and economics. G. Ferren, do you remember when we went to Serbia and had one shot of Slivovitz and then we were supposed to go to a disco? What happened? It was 3 times baked, as they call it, 3 times burnt. So I don't know what the alcohol level was, maybe over 100% alcohol. But yeah, it had its effect. McLovin, ha ha ha. That one was worse than if you drink absinthe. And I've drank both, and I can tell you that. McLovin, disco, 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 disco. Okay, now let's do another poll. Do you want to retire in the PH? Yes and no. There we go. Easy money, Big Joe. Easy money. Where are you? Still in Australia or you're in the Philippines now? Easy money, USA. What the fuck? Ah, you're working still there. Okay, I forgot. You see, you haven't been on my life so long, or maybe I wasn't doing lives. One of those things. McLovin, we can get matching Adidas tracksuits and disco, disco. Yeah, true. So 70% of the people wants to retire there. Why? Why, guys? Write down in the comments. Is it because of Girlitos? Because it's not cheap beer. Hey, I will tell you, now the beer is not that cheap anymore in Philippines. When you go to a bar and stuff, it costs at least $2 now for a small beer, you know. In Europe, for $2, you can still get like a half a liter of beer. So now Philippines is not as cheap as it was, you know. Just saying, guys. James, I see Vietnam is even cheaper than Philippines and Thailand. True, it's cheap. Might check them out next year, and if it's cool, might retire in Vietnam and just visit neighbor countries. The problem with Vietnam for me, it was too quiet, you know. Everybody's really reserved, like polite and reserved. Like you went to the Britain, you know, they're like polite, reserved, stuff like that. But when they get drunk, they're crazy. But not in Vietnam. Even when they get drunk, they're polite and reserved, you know. So that's not what I really like. Anyway, but yeah, in the terms of prices, yeah, it's nice. McLovin got the 2 Russian bloggers to join us. Who are they? G. Farron, 70 out of 7. Now it's 80, yeah. Johnny, you can retire in Philippines for 600 euros, but better 1000. Yeah, for 600 you would be surviving now, mainly because of the high prices on food and drinks. Yeah. Uh, 1000 from the last time I was there, which was May this year. It's still too little. I was saying before this was enough to retire, but now that I've been there, the prices has really gone up in the Philippines, guys. So I would say now 1000. Of course, if you want to live on 1000, you can live on 1000. In my country, I live on, I don't know, 300 euros, a month. So, but yeah, to live comfortably, now I would say 1.2. Okay. unfortunately, Johnny. Uh, if you want some nice stuff, like a bottle of wine each night, like that, or some of those seltzers, the dough something. I forgot what they were called, like lemonades with 9% and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah. Johnny, in Europe with 1,000 euros, you can survive. Well, you can. You can, of course, you can. Especially in Eastern Europe and on the Balkans. That's normal salary. Uh, Johnny, rent is 1,000 euros in my city. Yeah, but if you go to the village, you can buy a house like for 5,000 euros. You know, then you just have to have a car and pay for the gas and stuff like that and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, if you don't have an apartment, yeah, it's difficult to survive. But with your own apartment, yeah, you can survive in Europe with, I don't know, 400, 500 euros. Okay. Food is much cheaper here than it is in Philippines, or in America. Yeah. James, dude, when I retire, I want some flexibility. We all do. Don't want to feel strained. Yeah. If I want a massage or eat Western food and take a short trip, etc., I would budget 2K a month just to be safe. Yeah, 2K a month was my dream budget for the Philippines. If you want to have fun, go out every day, drink as much as you want, fuck as much as you want, and yeah, still be on the low cheap side, not paying bar fines and stuff like that. But yeah, 2K would do it for a month. Living as a tourist in the Philippines, that means staying in hotels, not having your own apartment. Yeah. Well, clothing prices are crazy in the USA. Yeah, I know. Blank 10K a month. Why you want to live like Honey Bunny Blank for 10K a month? Like his apartment. That's what you get for 10K a month. Or you're talking dollars now. Louis, Big Joe, have you heard of renting some other man's wife in Thailand, Vietnam, or in the Philippines? No, is that a new fashion now or what? Johnny, 2K is my budget now. That's okay. You can survive with that. Normally, as I said, for what. But you still have to be looking at your budget to keep it that way. I mean, you cannot just not ask for the price. You always have to ask for the price so they don't cheat you. Anyway, Blank, 10K USD. Uh, Blank, I'll stop speaking with you. You motherfucker rich guy. Jamie is 10K USD. You see, even Jamie is looking at you. Where are we? 86%? No, 85% would consider retiring in the Philippines, guys. From the ones who's watching. Is money next time in Angeles City? You can stay with Honey Bunny. Where? In his bathroom? Blank, Honey Bunny and Big Joe in the jail. Roommates. He doesn't have bunk beds, man. That's dangerous, Blank. McLovin, I'm retiring in Philippines in September. Which city, McLovin? Maybe you said. Where you're building the house there? Jamie, is Honey Bunny still there? I don't know. Maybe he didn't join the second live. Yeah, Honey Bunny still lives there, by the way. Yeah. He has a new apartment now. for 7,000. I think it looks like a jail cell. Louis, some guy bought it up about renting some other man's wife in the Philippines, and I read of a backpacker story in Thailand of renting a lady from a hostel because the owner suggested. Okay, so they're just pimps, you know. McLovin, Angeles, and Samar. Okay, okay. Be careful in Samar. They're hit by a typhoon each year, you know. So if you build there, be sure to use bricks, not the bamboo. Johnny Honey Bunny is eating rice all day. Could be, could be. Honey Bunny, I'm making noodles. See, you're wrong, Johnny. He's a noodle guy now. Noodles are nicer than rice, believe me, guys. James, Honey Bunny, eat your fruits and veggies. Lots of sodiums in those noodles. Yeah, they're not very healthy, but yeah, I suggested him to eat noodles because they're very filling, and yeah, he will not be hungry after those. I was once time in Russia, in Moscow. Only thing I eat was this, as I call it, space food. I was eating these noodles every day because everything was so else was so expensive, you know. I call it student food. About loving, you can be the big spoon in the Honey Bunny Hotel. No, thank you, McLovin. Johnny, fruit is cheap there, true, and it grows on trees, so it's for free. Louis, I'm thinking of renting some other man's wife. Yeah, that's the way to go. That's the way to go, Julie. And by the way, those bar girls, they're usually some other man's wives. Not really wives, but girlfriends or whatever. Jamie is Louis. Is that a thing? It is a thing. It is a thing. So we have 14 votes with 86%. You see, I said 86 before. I was like Nostradamus. I could see in the future. It's now 86% who wants to retire in the Philippines. Louis will find out. I will upload video. Good, Louis. Check out Louis' channel for updates. But Louis, watch out so YouTube doesn't ban you. Jamie is not gonna lie. I am not a fan of Filipino food. Probably gonna live on my God, probably gonna live on fried chicken and rice while I'm out there. Yeah, but you have many of those like fast food stores, you know, Jollibee, McDonald's, KFC, Mashallah chicken, as I call it. No, in Asal chicken. Yeah. Kenny Rogers, stuff like that. Louis, day one, looking for a man's wife. Michael Schultz. Jawohl, Herr Flick. Are you in Angeles? No, no, no. I'm back in Slovenia, man. I was not in Angeles. I was in the Philippines in May. Johnny, Kenny Rogers is good. They have a nice steak, and the potatoes there are good. And yeah, that's it. And you have Wendy's, and I don't know what else. You have every this like in a big city. I'm talking about. Yeah. In a small city, you'll probably have McDonald. If you're lucky, McDonald's and Jollibee, and that's it. You know. If you're very lucky, you'll have a Chow King. Yeah. Which is like a Chinese McDonald's, I call it. McLovin moved to the province and raised their own chickens and pigs. Yeah, that could be a thing. Louis Kenny Rogers chicken. I can taste the pork lard. Yeah. Jamie's. I still remember the Seinfeld episode about Kenny Rogers chicken. Okay. I don't remember. Was that when that big sign was burning outside of his window? Anyway, honey bunny, the and Angel's Pizza we had wasn't bad for those two big pizzas. Yeah, Angel's Pizza is one of the nicest pizza. How should we call it? McDonald's of the Philippines, like food chains. Yeah, Angel's Pizza is nice in the Philippines, and usually they have like this bargain. If you get two pizzas, you only pay like 800 pesos for really big pizzas. That was good. Easy money. If you do not mind the rain, you can get some good deals in Angeles City right now. Yeah, now it's the rainy season. Yeah, not many people. McLovin, make our own moonshine. I like that idea, McLovin. Oh, Jamie's. Yes, the bright neon sign. Haha. Yeah, I remember that one. And Kramer, yeah, he couldn't sleep. He was all crazy, yeah. Louis, Mexico, they eat a lot of pork, so I'm very familiar with the taste, and I can taste the pork on Kenny Rogers chicken. Maybe they just use the lard from the pork on the chicken, the fat stuff. I know they do that for the fries in KFC. You know why they're so crunchy from outside? Because they use the pork lard on those fries. That's why they're crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. Honey bunny, angels or Greenwich? Oh my god, that's hard choice. But for pizza, angels. For other foods, I would choose Greenwich. Yeah. But yeah, I would say my two favorite fast food chains in the Philippines, Angel's Pizza and Greenwich. Yeah. And the third one would be the Chinese McDonald's, as I said. What the fuck? I forgot the name. And I'm getting old, guys, now. Chow King is the third one. Louis, I only had Angel Swans and I liked it. I had it delivered to me through Grab when I was staying in Etsa area in Manila. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Jamie's, I don't eat fish, so I ordered the chicken sandwich from Burger King at Bangkok Airport, and they must have cooked it in the same fryer as the fish. Oh, I'm sure that tasted nice. I tasted and smelled fish on the bite number one, and didn't eat it. Yeah, I can imagine. Once I was in Nigeria, Jamie's, and I was in a hotel there. Yeah, and they gave us watermelon. Yeah, and when I tasted the watermelon, it tasted like fish. Guess what? Guess why? Because they didn't wash the knife before they used it on the fish. They just used it on the watermelon after that. So yeah, in the third world countries, this might happen. Just my personal experience. It really happened. Daniel Berry, hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Honey Bunny, what about the in Sal? You get the big piece of chicken for 157 pesos. Yeah, I still haven't gone there to tell you the truth. I don't know, it sounds like inshallah for me or something like that. Like a Muslim prayer. Easy money, number one. Jamie's watermelon and fish. Yeah, it doesn't go together. Hi, Louis. I had Burger King in Zamboanga, and it's amazing how the taste remains the same. I felt like I was in Texas. Yeah, in Davao, the chicken is amazing. When I was in Davao, in Mindanao, yeah, island, when I was in Davao, they have these chicken places all over the city. I now forget, was it 30 or 40 pesos per piece of chicken, yeah? And there Whenever I order the chicken, I usually go for the chicken leg. It was always perfect, no matter where I went. It was perfect, like the best chicken you can ever eat. Then I went to Angeles City and had myself a street chicken like I would have in Davao. It was the most awful chicken I have ever ate in the Philippines, to tell you the truth. So yeah, in the chicken place down there on the south, they know how to do the chicken. In Angeles, do not get chicken from street vendors. Okay, yeah, I get that off of my chest. McLovin, or you find a good woman to cook for you. Yeah, true, true. As long as she doesn't bleed you dry too much, it's a good idea, McLovin. 88% now wants to retire in the Philippines. My God, guys. Was it the chicken that convinced you? Or the legs? Was it the chicken or the legs? Okay, let's end the pool. There we go. So 88%. Louis. I like taking out money from the BPO ATM machine. I felt like I was in a casino when all those 1,000 pesos notes come out. Why? In US, you don't have a lot of small notes coming out. But that's like 20 bucks US. Uh, but yeah, I think PBI gives better. BPO only gives 10,000, but PBI, the Philippine banks, gives 20,000 for one withdrawal from the ATM. Yeah, so you save 250 pesos. Otherwise, use Remitly, guys. The last time I was in the Philippines, I used Remitly. The cost was €1 to transfer the money from Europe to there. And in the bank, they gave the best course, better than Google exchange rate. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying. But yeah, I did spend 1 hour in the bank for that one, by the way. So yeah, you will have to wait. Oh, Louis, I hardly use cash here in the US, but I like the 1,000 peso notes. Everybody likes 1,000 peso notes, even the cookies, Louis. But it's a pain in the ass to break them. Yeah, not if you take a cookie, you don't have to break them. James, they have currency exchange booths in the Philippines like Thailand does. Yeah, but usually lower rates. I prefer to bring cash and exchange over using ATMs. No, James, you should go to like the malls. In each mall, you have like one or two currency exchange offices, which offer better exchange rates than banks. Louis, I only use cash when I go to strip clubs and bars. Smart, smart. Your wife cannot track you then. McLovin or Western Union, you sell money. No, no, no. Never use Western Union. They're cheaters. They take a lot of money. First, they cheat you on the amount that you have to pay to send money, and then the second way they cheat you is on the course exchange. Yeah, on the money exchange. Yeah, yeah. They cheat you 2 times. I use that only in emergencies. Western Union. The only time I used it was in Colombia. Yeah. So yeah, some bad memories coming back to me now. Jamie is good info. Thanks, Joe. The malls are like a one-stop shop. Yeah. Exchange money, enjoy the AC, talk to chicks, get food. Yeah, yeah, true. Louis, I think BP only charged me 15 pesos when I used the ATM machines. No, you must have had the Filipino card or something, not on the international cards. Louis, you've been to Colombia? Damn. Yeah, 2 months there. First week, I got scoped, drugged, robbed of everything. I lost my phone, my little camera, all my money, motherfuckers. About 7,000 euros in minus. Yeah, yeah. We don't talk about Colombia. That's why on this channel. Yeah. Is the money? I tried to tell you about that place. Shut the fuck out. We said we don't talk about Colombia. Honey, Big Joe doesn't like Colombia. No, I like it as a country and as a thing is, but the people there, no, no, sorry. McLovin, just getting all paperwork together for SSRV visa. Yeah. No, that's the right way. If you get that visa, it's much cheaper than just extending tourist visa. Or even better is if blah. Even better is if you marry a Filipina, then do you get that balikbayan visa? That if you enter with Filipina in the country, you get one year for free. Yeah, free visa for 1 year. That means you have to take your spouse out each year for a nice holiday. Bali, Singapore, Thailand. I don't know. Louis, I go to Mexico because my family is from over there, but